Hello, Christian woman. Hello. Okay, I'm just running errands before work today. Just pardon the scenery. Just in my day-to-day. Sometimes you got to get these videos done while you're in the middle of your day. This is life. Because when I get back to the office, I have to hit the ground running, as they say. I just want to stop by today. I was listening to... Hope everybody's having a good morning. Happy Monday. I was listening to this lady tell her story about a guy she met, and I'm going to keep it generalized. Even though people put their personal information on the internet, I'm not going to contribute to it. I don't like to say names. This person told a pretty humiliating story, and it was quite sad, actually, based on the position she put herself in. But I'm not going to say names. People don't mind putting a lot of their personal information on the internet, so I'll let them do that. I will not contribute to it. So I'll say a young lady, was sharing with someone during I don't know what they were doing, an interview or what it was, and she was sharing how she met this guy, and I'm just going to make this super short. The first time she meets the guy, she talks to the guy online. She doesn't do much vetting at all. The very same day, she meets the guy in front of her house. Let me take these sunglasses off because, feels weird having sunglasses on. I like to at least let you see my eyes. She doesn't know the guy. She meets the guy in front of her house to have a conversation about where they're going to meet. Aside the fact that she doesn't know this person and he turned out to lie to her about several things because she didn't know him that long, he could have, let me use the correct word because on these platforms you got to be very careful. He could have deleted her. He could have been someone who was unsafe, who could have come back later to her home. You know, there are cases I've seen like that. And the person feels safe because, you know, the guy is long distance, or, you know, he doesn't know where I live. People can find you all kinds of ways. But to actually invite someone in front of your actual home, you're really flirting with destiny. You're really tempting destiny and messing with your life. And this person actually had children. And so she had children in the home. Now, I don't know if they were there or not, but she was a mom. That's very dangerous. And if she did that easily, that she was that comfortable, then how many times has she actually done that and put her life in potential danger? Again, you never blame the victim, but we've got to, in general, people, men, women, have to be smart. You know, you put yourself in harm's way, there's always someone out there that wakes up with evil on their heart, intending to hurt you, harm you. You can't play around. Now, she's fine, she's safe, but there are many stories out there, I don't have to tell you, where people ended up no longer on this earth because they're taking chances. You know, there are no guarantees in life, but you at least want to reduce the probability of putting yourself in the position where you can put yourself or your family in harm's way. She didn't know that man. You know, luckily, and it sounds crazy to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Luckily, he turned out just to be a liar, because he could have been someone who likes to take lives or put her in some physical danger by assaulting her body. Okay, I gotta be careful with the words on these social platforms because they'll take your video down if you say the actual word that exists, but I'm not even going to go there. I'll just follow the rules. So it's just a quick reminder, ladies, and again, men have been assaulted and deleted as well. Anything could happen to anybody, but this is a Christian woman's platform, and I'm a Christian woman, so I'm going to support and serve Christian women. But anybody can take this and benefit from it. So that was my takeaway from the girl's video. She was really upset that the guy turned out to be a liar. Listen, you only knew him one day. You know, you didn't even give yourself time to vet him, to look at patterns. People have patterns. Even people intending harm have patterns, okay? You have to observe, but there are always outliers. There are no guarantees. I love how people cross the street on a green light and take their time. And then sometimes and the person's looking at me. You're crossing the street on a green light. Unbelievable. Okay. God bless him. God bless him. May the Lord cover him and keep him. In the name of Jesus. Ooh. You know, these are the very same people that get hit walking across the street. Now, I don't agree. Obviously, I would never want to hit anybody, but they'll end up on the news. They hit me. They hit me. Let's try not to put ourselves out in the crosswalk on a green light. Anyway, nobody deserves to be hit. But it's just interesting how that made sense to that person. Anyway, I got to go. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Ciao.